Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are...
Hi everyone, I'm Marie from Southern Country Living.
And I'm Calvin.
And today we're doing a creamy white bean soup with bacon. And I think this is going to be a really good meal for this evening, don't you?
I think it's going to be great. It's rainy outside, been cold and dreary all week long. I'm ready for a good soup.
Me too.
And these are some items that we had in our pantry, and all we had to do is pull them out and get started. So we've never tried this particular recipe. It uses 2 cans of Great Northern beans, and I've already rinsed these off and drained them. And we love Great Northern beans, but we've never made a soup like this before. It has onion, celery, carrots, garlic, chicken broth. We're going to put some bacon on top of it. It calls for a little bit of lemon zest, and we're probably going to use that. It calls for some Parmesan cheese and some spices. It calls for Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes. Now the original recipe calls for like 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and there's no way I won't put a full tablespoon in there.
No.
So Marie and I looked at this and we said the ingredients are just too strong. So we've cut them way back, and when I post the recipe in the description, I will post exactly what we end up using for it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this heat on for my little electric burner here. And it called for a medium yellow onion, and that's it. And to me, that just looks like a lot of onion, don't it, for 2 cans of beans. So I think I'm only going to use about half of this amount and see how it looks. I think that ought to be enough onions, don't you, Marie?
Yeah.
I like onions, but I'm not crazy about them. And then on the celery, I chopped up 1 stalk of the celery, and I'm going to put most of that in there. Okay, I'll save a little bit left over. On the carrots, it calls for 1 carrot, and we use those little baby carrots, so I just cut up 3 of those, and that looks like the right amount there. So get this started sauteing. Okay, and we're going to let this saute for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, just long enough for it to get soft and tender, and then we'll start adding our other ingredients into it. And on this bacon, Marie, she went ahead and fried the bacon up before we got started, and I cut up the onions and carrots and celery. So we got all the prep work out of the way, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah.
That makes the video go a little smoother for us. Okay, so we'll let this continue to saute, and we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. This has been sauteing for about 3 minutes, and you might want to let it saute just a little longer, but I think that's looking tender enough. It's going to be good. Next, I'm going to add some garlic to it. And I'll put about 1 spoonful of garlic. And next, I'm going to add my Italian seasoning and my salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes. And you give us a good stir.
Boy, it smells good.
I was just fixing to say it. It's smelling good, isn't it, Marie?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but this week I've lost a lot of sleep, and so I'm really tired right this minute.
Me too, Marie. It's been stressful, really, for us this week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it on Sunday Chat when we get around to Sunday Chat. This video here is going to be coming out on Friday night, and but this is a meal that we're having today for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's really starting to smell good now, Marie. You know, I don't remember putting red pepper flakes in there and sauteing them before. Have you done that before?
I've cooked so many things.
So many different ways.
Yes,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you really.
Okay, well, next step we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the beans to it. And like I said, I've already rinsed them and drained them. And these are some beans that we had out on our pantry shelf.
Yeah, and y'all that dehydrates, like your carrots and your onions and your celery, you could put that in your beans, your Great Northern beans, because you might not have that fresh stuff. So if you dehydrate, that would be a good thing to have too.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me get this broth. And what we're using here, I'm going to be using 3 cups of broth. I may not use it all. When I start pouring it in, I'll be able to tell. But I did add the chicken bouillon cubes to the bottom of it, and they're melting. They haven't quite dissolved yet. Let's go ahead and add these into it. To be honest with you, Marie, to me that looks like enough soup for it. Right there. Can you see it good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Does it need any more broth?
It just depends on if you like it soupy or if you like it thicker, and you're going to use the immersion blender, so it's just up to you.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put just a little more broth in here. Let me get those bouillon cubes out. Just a little more because it's going to cook down some. So I probably put about 2 cups of chicken broth in there. I'm not going to put all 3 cups in there. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is let this come up to a boil, and then I'm going to reduce the heat and let it cook and simmer for about 20 minutes until the carrots and celery get good and tender, and then when they're tender, we'll come back and finish up the recipe. Okay, everyone, we're back. This has been cooking. I went ahead and let ours cook for 25 minutes. The recipe only called for 20, but I wanted to be sure that our vegetables are good and tender. And next thing we're going to do is, I did zest the lemon, so I'm going to add just a little bit of lemon zest to it. And then I'm going to add some lemon juice. This is about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Okay, let me stir this up together. I'm liking how this is smelling, aren't you, Marie?
Yes, it smells really good.
And we're also going to have some cornbread with it. This is the cornbread that we made yesterday. And so we're going to have some of that. Okay, I'm going to use my immersion blender, If you don't have an immersion blender, you can take a little bit of it out and you can blend it in a blender and then put it back in. But I like using this, it's so much easier. And I'm only going to blend just a little bit of it just to make it be creamy. Okay. Hopefully I blended less than half of that. Let's see how it looks. Okay, yeah, that helped make it nice and creamy, didn't it, Marie?
Yes, it did. It looks good.
Okay. And I'm glad I didn't put any more of the onions or the carrots and celery than what I did. I think we got just about the right amount. Okay. You mind us using these bowls, Marie?
No.
Okay. I'm going to get us out both a bowl. And I think this bowl's going to hold about 1.5 scoops. Marie, I'll let you put us some bacon bits on top.
Okay.
And that looks real good, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. May be extremely hot, Marie.
It's good.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Let me get mine over here a little bit closer.
You can taste that lemon in it.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I wondered if you could taste the lemon. If you don't want to put the lemon in, you could leave that out. That is just an option, and also the bacon is option.
I like the lemon. I think it gives it a good flavor.
Let's see how I like it.
Who would ever thought that just 2 cans of beans could taste so good?
I didn't expect it to have this much flavor to it.
Yes.
But Marie's right, that lemon really put some flavor to it, didn't it? Mm-hmm. It's got just a little bit of kick from those red pepper flakes too. Mm-hmm. That cheese is starting to string on me here. I'm gonna get one more bite, but I don't want that the cheese to fall on me. Very good. I don't know if I even need cornbread with this. This is so good. But I probably will eat my cornbread with it anyway because I love cornbread. We're cutting back on bread, and so things like biscuits and loaf bread and sandwiches and stuff, I've been cutting back on that, but I can't hardly cut back on my cornbread. And this is tea. I always say our sweet tea. So this time Marie sweetened it, but she sweetened it with stevia.
Yeah.
Is that what you used? And so we've been using stevia for maybe a couple of weeks now, and we're getting used to it, aren't we? And so hopefully next time I go back and get my blood sugar numbers checked, they'll be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Okay, Marie, I think this little meal turned out great for us, and it made enough. This would give 4 good servings, maybe just a little bit more. So we'll enjoy this, and we'll have it once again, won't we?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and y'all have a great weekend. We got a lot to talk about on our Sunday chat this week, so be sure and tune in for that, because I hope we can remember everything we want to talk about, don't you?
I say I'm going to write it down every time, but I never do.
Okay, well, this is Wednesday, so we're gonna enjoy our meal and then enjoy the rest of our day. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you on our next video.
And y'all do what you love and love what you do. And like Calvin said, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I have started thinking, if it's just love in every glass I'm drinking, we're like one and without you I'm sinking. I'm always shining